MailerLite tutorial for beginners, best free email software. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at MailerLite. MailerLite is a tool that can help you in sending out emails to your subscribers, your customers, and building better connections. So what is this tool and is it the best free tool out there? Well, let's take a look. To get started, simply head on over to MailerLite.com and then click on Sign Up. Once you click on Sign Up, you're going to type in your company or organization. So we're going to call our company Spencer, and then you're going to enter your name as well as your email address. Then once you do that, you're going to type in a suitable password that includes one lowercase character, 8 characters, one uppercase, and more. You can also sign up with Google or Microsoft. That depends on your personal preference. Now, once we've done that, we have to verify our email address. So you're just going to open up your mailbox and you're going to have a verification code or a verification link, and you're just going to click on verify email address to verify your email address on MailerLite. If you sign up using Microsoft or Google, you're not going to have to do this step. Now, once you've completed the first two steps, it's time to complete your profile. So you can click on complete over here and you can proceed with entering your first name as well as your last name. You can enter your time zone, your industry, and what tools you're going to be using. We're going to add retail as our industry and going to be focusing on transactional emails as well, not transactional emails, campaigns, and forms. Then you can click on next step over here, and then you're going to enter your organizational information. So you're going to enter the address of your organization, as well as the city, as well as the country, and then you have your anti-spam policy. So this is something that a lot of new businesses ignore. This is really important. This is because if you ever spam emails and you're sending out emails that are unsolicited using any of these email marketing tools, then you're going to be blocked and they have their anti-spam policy. After that, you can click on confirm and your basic MailerLite setup has been completed. Now it's time to get started with using the actual email marketing tools. Now we are on the free account right now, and in this, the first thing we're going to do is click on subscribers on the left to add our subscribers. By default, it's going to show you as a subscriber. Then you also have a segments tab, a groups tab, fields, stats, cleanup, and history. So we're going to go into all subscribers and then click on add subscriber. Once you do that, you're going to upload either a CSV file or a TXT file if you already have one. If you want to copy and paste from Excel, you can also do that. You can also import from MailChimp or use an API to import, or you can just click on Add Single Subscriber. Once you click on Add Single Subscriber, you're going to manually enter the details of the subscriber. So we're just going to enter ourselves. Then you can click on show more fields and you can actually enter more details about the person. You can add them to a group as well. And then you're just going to click on add subscriber. Once you've done that, the basic information about your new subscriber has been added. Now I can manually add my next subscriber as well. But we're going to go back into our subscriber tab and we're going to take a look at segments. Now, there's a difference between groups and segments. Segments are based upon a specific behavior that your subscribers are showing, and groups are just groups that you can set up. So you can set up a group for influencers, or you can set up a group for, let's say, people that signed up in 2019. However, this is not going to be a changing list, whereas segments are based upon a behavior. So let's say you set up a customer based upon top spending or top spenders. Then you can have a list that's going to be ever changing every month, or you can have a list of subscribers that are opening up your emails regularly. So you can click on segment and we're going to set this as active customers. Once you do that, you're going to click on choose a filter and you can choose the filter. So based upon what behavior do you want your segmentation to be done? So I want this to be done based upon stats, and I want to look at their open rate, and I want their open rate to be greater than, or I want their open rate to be equal to 60% or greater than 60%. And once I do that, I'm just going to click on Save Changes, and it's going to show me the list of all the subscribers that fall under this particular list. And I can easily send them out premium discounts or special offers for being an active subscriber. These types of easy segmentations can help you in building really nice categorizations for your subscribers. Then, in the same way, you can categorize groups. So, if I want just to set up a group for PR influencers, or if I want to set up a group for any type of customer, we can do that. After that, we have our fields, which we can customize. So, these are our basic fields that are added: zip, state, phone numbers, country, company. It doesn't include a couple of things which I might want. So, I can click on create field and I can enter the field name. Let's say I want their email, and then I'm just going to click on create. Oh, this one is already it's already there. Let's say I want to create a field for their, what would I want to enter about a subscriber? Yeah, I want to maybe enter their spending. And this is going to be a number, and this might be depend on how much they've already previously spent with our store. Then after that, we also have stats. So this is going to be our subscriber stats, including basic things such as the average open rates, click-through rates, average unsubscribes, and average new subscribers. Then you have a separate tab to clean up any inactive subscribers. So if a person hasn't opened up an email for the past 6 months from you, you can set up this as any particular duration. You can choose to set up a win back campaign, but even if they still remain inactive, then it's recommended that you remove these email addresses to maintain healthy deliverability and optimal performance. Because if you're sending out emails to a person that hasn't viewed your emails in the past 1 year, they just might not be interested in your product anymore, or they might not be interested in your newsletter anymore. So that's why it's pretty important to use this, and you can unsubscribe any inactive members. Then you also have history, which shows all of the activity history in the subscriber tab. Now, this is all about subscribers. Then it's time to actually set up our email campaigns. So for this, you can head on over into campaigns to start building your email. Click on create, and you have different types of campaigns, including A/B split campaigns, auto resend, multivariate, and our regular campaigns. Starting off, you're going to set a campaign name. So this is my welcome campaign, and the subject is welcome to Spencer. And then the sender is going to be Spencer, and this is going to use my email address. I highly recommend you get a business email address whenever you are sending out business emails, but for the video, we're going to be proceeding with this one. Then we have a pre-header. So this is going to be the preview of our email's content. This is going to usually be something that's catchy. So here's an exclusive discount for signing up with Spencer. And then we can add the recipients. So all of our active subscribers, I would definitely go in advanced and choose a filter, email, and then new subscribers. This would usually be for new subscribers. Then I'm going to click on next. And once I click on next, I have 3 different types of email editors, including a drag and drop editor, a rich text editor, and then we have the custom HTML. I want to use the drag and drop one. It gives you the best options for being able to edit as well as add elements that are visually appealing without having to type in too much excessive text-based content. And I'm just going to wait for this to be completed. So now we have a simple layout, and you're just going to click on every element. And once you do a double click on the right, you will have all the information, and you're going to choose the menu. So I want to remove the menu, and I'm just going to delete all these menu blocks. Then on the top, it has a logo. So I'm going to click on replace, click on upload image, and I can upload my own image. So on and so forth. You're going to replace all of the default content like this. So we're going to select our own logo and then click on insert, and now we have our own logo. I'm going to delete this image, and then from the left we can include pre-existing sections and different types of sections where we can enter our own content. Now, the best part about this is that the pricing starts for free. On the free plan for up to 1,000 subscribers, you can send out 12,000 monthly emails. Then on the growing business, you can send out unlimited monthly emails with 3 user seats. And the best part is that you can try premium for free for the first 30 days for only $9 a month. Then on the advanced for only $18 a month, you're going to be able to send unlimited monthly emails with unlimited user seats. And you can see if you go for yearly billing, these are the prices, but for monthly billing, it's $2 more. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.